So we're gonna discover how illustrations are basically done with the Photoshop, how to use the basic Photoshop tools. Okay, and then in the end, I will just tell you what all things I teach in my like workshop. Okay, so this is the demo class on like digital fashion illustration. Everyone can hear me perfectly. Now I'm just sharing my screen. Just confirm me once ki everyone can see the screen as well. Is my screen visible to you? Cool. So here we are starting. So this is the one of the illustration I did in like previous class. So this kind of work we do with the Photoshop. Now you understand why we use Photoshop for illustrations. First of all, Photoshop work is very clean. You can see the detailing in the illustration. This is something you achieve with the Photoshop only. This kind of detailing you can't achieve in Illustrator. That's why Photoshop is generally used for fashion illustrations. So this kind of designing, any kind of designs you want to do, or for example, you have some inspiration images and you want to create a sketches on that. Or if you are designing any collection, you want to analyze how the look will come. I'll be looking at this choli. If I share to any of my clients, a client can easily give me an order ki how a choli will look like. Okay, a client can actually understand where I've placed the embroidery, where I've placed the border, where I've placed the sequence, what kind of fabric it is. So everything gets clear through the illustration. This is why we make the fashion illustration in this kind of detailed manner. Okay, so this is like some of like my old illustrations. So this, you must have seen these kind of illustration on my Instagram pages. So these are like my old work. Roughly you can see. I'm just showing you the basic ideation ki how a Photoshop illustration is basically look like. Okay, so these are some Photoshop work. Okay, so hopefully you get an idea कि how a illustration can be done. आपको basic like example clear हो गया ना कि किस type की illustrations दिखती हैं Photoshop की, how a Photoshop illustration is basically done. Okay, these all are like Photoshop work. These work. And when we talk about this kind of style, this kind of style, this kind of style. Okay, rough idea. Everyone excited? Okay, so just a quick question before we start. Have you used the Photoshop software before, or this is the first time you are learning? आप लोगों ने पहले भी कभी यूज किया या फर्स्ट टाइम आप लोग सीख रहे हो? Cool, cool. Lot of you guys are learning for the first time. Nice. So this is a basic software look like. Whether you use a new version, whether you use an old version, doesn't really matter. So basic interface of the software will look like this. On this screen, you have 5 items basically. On the left hand side, you have this box. This box is known as toolbox. Left hand side में हमारे पास ये box है, इसको हम toolbox बोलते हैं. This toolbox is basically used for doing basic tasks. Like when you draw on paper, so you have pen, pencil, eraser. So those are basic tools. Similarly, when you work digitally, so these are your basic tools. In Photoshop, when you like, for example, you want to draw something or you want to illustrate something or you want to do shading. So all those tasks are done through the tools. So these are the tools what you see on the left-hand side, toolbox. Then there is a center of page, which is a drawing area where you will draw your illustration. Center पे basically हम illustrations को draw करते हैं. On the right-hand side, you have the layer box, which is basically used to organize the work. Right side में आपके पास layer box है, जो basically use होता है चीजों को organize करने में. So abhi currently you see there is only white page on the here. So you can see one single layer, background layer. For example, if I draw something, like for example, if I make a rectangle here. So now you can see there is a 2 different layers. So जो भी आप screen पे बनाओगे वो आपको layer box में भी दिखेगा. Whatever you make on the page, so it will be visible in the layer box also. Because layer box is basically used to organize the things. So on the right side, you have layer box, center, you have the drawing area, left hand side, you have the toolbox. After that, there is a 2 more things on the screen, top 2 lines. यहाँ पे 2 lines हैं, top line and second line. Top line is basically known as menu bar. Files को open करना हो, close करना हो, वो सारी जो basic चीजें होती है ना files की, that is available in the menu bar. The top line what you see on the screen. There is a second line which is basically known as option bar. First line में हम लोगों के पास menu bar है जिसमें files को open करना, close करना वो सब होता है. Second line हमारा option bar होता है In option bar, you have all the option. Like when you start working, you want to change the size of brush, change the color inside the shape. So all those basic thing we do with the option bar. ऑप्शन बार में सारे ऑप्शंस होते हैं. मेन्यू बार में आपके बेसिक फाइल्स के ऑप्शंस हैं. राइट साइड में लेयर बॉक्स है. सेंटर में आपका ड्राइंग एरिया. लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में आपका टूल बॉक्स है. These are the 5 things on the page: toolbox, layer box, drawing area, menu bar, option bar. Any doubt in the basic screen? Everyone is clear with the basic screen? What all things we have on the screen? Now we will understand how to open a white page. Abhi, you can see there is a white page on your screen. So we have to understand how to open this kind of pages. So you go to File, New. You get this kind of box. In this is important. आप चाहोगे File पे, New पे. So you get this box. So from here you can open the files. In this we have very basic things to get started. The first option is the name of the file. ये आपका name of the file. यहाँ से हम files का name open कर सकते हैं. Then you have the width and height here of the page here. देखो, if you want to write the name, you can write the name. For example, I'm writing D1 basic tools. हम लोगों ने यहाँ पे write up कर दिया. Then you have width and height of the page. Like how much width and how much height you want to give, you can just give it here. For example, width I'm giving 5 inches. Height I'm giving 7 inches. Roughly I've given. अभी मैंने बहुत roughly कुछ भी randomly number put on कर दिया. So I've put this number randomly. You don't need to worry अभी. Okay. The fourth option is resolution. Resolution is very important. Resolution decides the quality of the page. So for example, if you watch a YouTube videos today, you get options to choose the quality of the video higher and low. जैसे आप वीडियो की क्वालिटी को हाई कर दोगे, आपको डिटेल्स मिलती हैं वीडियो में. जितना आप क्वालिटी को लो करोगे, ये वीडियो ब्लर हो जाती है. So when you keep the resolution high, the video gets clear, and same way if you keep the resolution low, the video gets blurred. Up same kind of thing we do it with the Photoshop. So we need a good quality of file so that we can work on a detailed illustrations. So resolution, I would recommend you going for at least 300 pixels per inch. 300 pixels per inch हम एक resolution लेंगे यहाँ पे whenever we will start working. Then you don't need to worry about any other thing. These are the 4 settings you have to give. Once you are done with these 4 settings, so you can click on the create button. So you get a new page. You go to File, New. You get the box. So from here, you can write whatever you want to write, the name of the file, D1 Tools. I will give the width and height. So I've given 10 inches by 10 inches. Resolution 300 pixels. No need to change this. Then click on Create button. So you get a new page done. This is clear to everyone how to open a new pages. Same way, we can open the old file as well. अगर आपको images open करनी है, तो you have to go to File, Open. You get your computer here. So from here, you can choose the file you want to open. So for example, if you like this file here, you will double click, you will open the file. अगर आपको कोई files open करनी है, तो आपको जाना है File, Open पे. After using File and Open, you get your computer files. So you can just open whatever you want to do. This is how you can open the files. This is clear to everyone, how to open a new files and how to open an old file. Any doubt with this? Clear? Okay, now we will start with learning of tools. Okay, how to use the basic tools of the software. Okay, now when we start with the tools here, so we have a couple of tools to understand. Let's start with the first tool today. The first tool we have here, that is basically known as move tool. जो पहला tool है हमारे पास, इसको बोलते हैं basically move tool. Move tool is basically used to move the things. Move tool का purpose यही होता है चीजों को move करना. So this is the icon of the tool, the move tool. The first tool of the software. Using a move tool, I can actually move the things here. Okay, so using the move tool, you can just move the files like this. Got it? This is how the move tool is basically used. When you, for example, want to move anything else like layer box, you can move it. If you want to move the toolbox, so you can move the toolbox as well. आपको कुछ भी move करना है तो हम move tool को use करने वाले. Got it, everyone? This is a basic move tool. किसी भी चीजों को move करना है एक पेज से दूसरे पेज पे तो भी हम move tool use करेंगे. Using a move tool, you can just move the illustration from this page, change your page, and drop it like this. This is how the move tool is basically used here. चीजों को move करने में help out करता है. Clear, everyone? The move tool is clear. Second tool we have here, that is a crop tool. Now, what is crop tool? Crop tool is basically used to crop the files. अगर आपको files को crop करना है या small करना है, तो हम crop tool को use करते हैं. You will go to the crop tool here. Using a crop tool, you can just crop the files like this. अगर आपको images के cutouts form करने हो, तो हम crop tool को use करते हैं. So, using the crop tool, you have made it smaller. Once you are done, double click here. So, crop tool is done. This is how the move tool is used and the crop tool is used in this software. Got it? So we are done with these two tools here, the basic move tool and basic crop tool. Once we are done with the crop tool and the move tool, any tool you want me to repeat, or both of the tools are clear? Okay. Now the next tool we have here, that is an eraser tool. What is the use case of eraser tool? Eraser tool is basically used to erase the things. For example, let me open one illustration here. Now I want to erase the background of this. So there is an eraser tool. हमारे पास अब दूसरा tool है, third tool here, eraser tool. Using eraser tool, you can basically erase the things. So you go to the eraser tool here. Using an eraser tool, you can actually erase the things like this way. Okay, you can erase it like this. But this is not a perfect tool to erase the background. देखो, eraser tool से हम erase कर सकते हैं कुछ भी. You can erase the things with the eraser tool. But if you want to erase the background properly, like in a single click or instantly you want to erase, then how we can do that? So then we have a new tool called Magic Eraser. अगर आपको instantly कुछ भी erase करना है, तो हम use करते हैं Magic Eraser को. So right click on the eraser tool, you will get the Magic Eraser. So Magic Eraser purpose is very different. Magic Eraser tool will be used to erase the things in a single click here. Now if I go here, if I click on this eraser part here, this part, so the background will get erased. This is clear to everyone how the Magic Eraser will be used here. Okay, so you can just click on the background, so background will get erased. So I've done with these four tools now: the move tool, crop tool, eraser tool, and Magic Eraser. Any doubt with these four tools? Anything you want to ask or want me to repeat anything? Okay, there is the opposite of eraser tool, which is known as brush tool. Eraser tool का opposite होता है brush tool. For example, if you want to draw something, then you have the brush tool here. So this is the tool here. Here. It look like a basic brush only by the look. So you go to the brush tool. Using a brush tool, you can actually draw something. So you can choose the color you want and you can use it here. This is how the brush tool is used. In brush tool, if you want to change the color, this is the option. If you want to change the brush and brush size, so this is the option. Brush tool में यहाँ से options होते हैं. You can just go to the brush tool from this icon, the top icon. From here, we can choose the different brushes I want. So we will learn how to make like own brushes. But abhi, whatever brushes you have on the default, you can use it. It is just a freehand tool. ये फ्री हैंड टूल है टू ड्रॉ समथिंग. Like there is a laces brushes, sequence brushes, shimmer brushes. So all those brushes we can make our own brushes in Photoshop. So this is how the brush tool is done. Now, for example, if I want to change the color of the brush, then how to do? From this bottom option, the color is mentioned. So you can just click here, choose the color you want, press OK. So the color will be placed like this. Okay, so you can just click on the color, you can choose the color you wanted, and you can fill the color here. Any doubts here, anyone? These four tools are clear to everyone. How to use brush tool, eraser tool, crop tool, and move tool. Okay, now we will start with the next tool here. This is known as pen tool. Now, what is pen tool? Okay, let's understand why we use pen tool first. See, in this you have to draw your illustrations. आपको खुद से illustrate करना है. You have to design your work. Like I've shown you one of the work that was a basic illustrations only. For example, if you want to draw that illustration in Photoshop, so how to do that? So there is a tool called pen tool. What is pen tool? Pen tool is basically used to draw something. अगर ये illustration देखते हो आप, if you notice this illustration, the basic outline of this shape is done with a pen tool only. So today we will learn how to use pen tool to draw our illustrations. So I will go here and understand how to use pen tool. This is the most important tool and it feels like difficult tool, but I will try to teach you in a very simple method. What is the pen tool and how to use it first? Pen tool is basically used to draw three things: straight line, curves, and a smooth curves. पहली चीज होती है straight line, दूसरा होता है curves, तीसरा होता है smooth curves. If you want to do a straight line, you will just click once, you get a dot. If you click again, you will get a straight line. If you click again, you will get one more straight line. If you click, you get one more straight line. If you click, you will get one more straight line. And done. Voila. Dekho. What I have done here, using a pen tool, I have to just do a single click. I will get a dot. I will give another click, just one more click. So I get a straight line. Just a click, you get a straight line. अब जब भी एक single click करोगे, तो you will basically get a straight line with a pen tool. And if you click on the point from where you have actually started, this will become a closed shape. So you just click, click again, click again, click, click, and click. This is how you basically make a straight lines with the pen tool here. That's clear to everyone? How to make the straight lines with a basic pen tool. Second thing comes here to make the curves. Till here, anyone have any doubt? Okay, so let's understand. Okay, so let's continue and make the curves with the pen tool here. How we can basically do curves. This is very important. Now, next 10 minutes, everyone be focused and learn properly because this topic is very important. If you have joined this class, I want you guys to learn at least the proper pen tool so that later on, if you want to do the illustration, so you can do it perfectly. So if you want to make a straight line, so then I have told you click, 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 that's work. But for example, if you want to do a curves, so you have to click, click again, hold and drag. That's it. Click, hold and drag. आपको एक बार क्लिक करना है, दोबारा क्लिक करना है, straight line बनानी है to make the curve. Okay, let me just show you how we can do the curves again. See, for the curves, what I've done here, it's very simple. I will just click once, a dot will come, click again, dot, hold and drag, so you get a curve. Now you click, hold and drag. This is how you can basically give the curves with a basic pen tool. That's clear to everyone how to make the curves. Process is clear to everyone. What is a basic process to do straight lines and curve. I'm just sharing my screen again. Just let me know if you will be able to see me as well. Okay. Okay, just give me 1 second. I'm just sharing the screen. Okay. I'm visible to you, everyone. Yeah. Is my video is also clear? Okay. So you can notice the mouse now. Everyone can see the mouse here. So using the mouse, you have to do this way. A click, a dot will come, click again, hold it. You have to just keep on holding the mouse click, left mouse key, drag, unhold it. Click, hold and drag. आपको बस click करना है, hold करना है और drag कर देना है. That's it. So now this is clear how I made the straight line and curve. देखो, very simple. Just see the mouse, notice the mouse here. Just do a single click. A dot will come, a click. Just keep on holding the left mouse key here. While holding the left mouse key, just drag your mouse. Done. Click, hold and drag. Click, hold and drag. This is how you can basically give the curves with the pen tool. That's clear to everyone now? Pen tool को कैसे use करना है ये सबको clear हो गया? Any doubts here? Anyone want to ask anything? Everyone got it, no? It's easy, right? Okay, let's get into deep now. Dekho, if you want to make a curve, you will just click here, a dot will come, click again, hold and drag. So you can make a curve. Now, when you want to make the multiple curves and you want the perfect curves, the third technique which I have told you, in this way, what you have to do, you have to hold the Alt key from the keyboard. After holding the Alt key, you just click on center point. Your handle is removed. You can just click, hold and drag. अगर आपको नेक्स्ट कर्व बनानी है तो आपको ओल्ड की पे होल्ड करना है, सेंटर पॉइंट पे क्लिक करना है, आपका हैंडल रिमूव हो जाएगा. देन यू क्लिक अगेन, होल्ड एंड ड्रैग. दिस इज हाउ यू कैन बेसिकली मेक द कर्व्स विद द पेन टूल. जस्ट click again, hold and drag, so you get a curve done. Once you are done with the curve, hold the Alt key, click on center point. Your handle is basically removed and you can continue making the curves. आपको यही प्रोसेस को फॉलो करना है जब भी आप स्ट्रेट लाइन या फिर कर्व्स बनाओगे. अब मल्टीपल कर्व्स है तो आप क्लिक करोगे, होल्ड करोगे, ड्रैग करोगे, आपका कर्व रेडी हो जाएगा. होल्ड की पे होल्ड करोगे, सेंटर पॉइंट पे क्लिक करोगे, हैंडल रिमूव हो जाएगा. क्लिक करोगे, होल्ड करोगे और ड्रैग कर दोगे. होल्ड करोगे, ऑल्ट की पे सेंटर पॉइंट पे क्लिक करोगे, हैंडल रिमूव, क्लिक, होल्ड एंड ड्रैग. This is how the straight lines and curves, everything is done with the pen tool. Any doubts, anyone? You want me to repeat anything here? Because with this technique only we will be able to like draw our own illustration. जब भी हमें illustrations करनी है तो we always use this technique only which I have just explained you. Everyone understood the concept? Okay. Now let's try to do the illustration on a croquis. Okay, so file, open. Let me open a croquis here. Basic fashion croquis we will be opening. Okay, I will take it on a new page, or we can do the illustration on this page only. But you can take it on new page as well. File, new. Using a move tool, you will just move this croquis to this page. For example, if you bring any file to new page and want to make it big, so Control plus T is a transformation, then you can make it bigger. Control plus T से हम transform करके images को bigger कर सकते हैं. Okay, now with the pen tool, I will start with my illustration. With the same technique I have explained you. you can just click a dot. Now you just click the dot again, hold and drag so you can get a curve with the pen tool. This is how you are done with the curve. Now you hold the Alt key, click on center point, handle is removed. You can just continue draping the look. Hold your Alt key, click on center point, your handle is removed. You will continue. Click, hold and drag. आप होल्ड करोगे Alt की पे सेंटर पॉइंट पे क्लिक करोगे हैंडल रिमूव हो जाएगा. Then you will just click, hold and drag. This is how we can basically use the curves with the set. So you can basically give a curve. So now you can hold the Alt key, click on center point. Your handle is basically removed here. Once the handle is removed, so you can hold the Alt key, click on center point, handle is removed. You will just click, hold and drag. Now you hold the Alt key, click on center point, handle is removed. You can continue making a burst curve. Hold the Alt key, click on center point, handle is removed. You can just make a basic draping. Then you join to the main shape and fill the color. This is how we can basically drape the garments with the pen tool. Once again, I'm repeating the topic. So just click again, hold and drag. So you can make the curve with the pen tool. Now you hold the Alt key, click on center point. So your handle is removed. You can just click, hold and drag. So draping is done. Now you hold the Alt key, click on center point. So your handle is removed. You can just continue with the shoulder line. Now you just click, hold and drag. So armhole is done. Now you hold the Alt key, click on center point. Handle is removed. You can just basically drape the burst curve like this. Now you hold the Alt key, click on center point. So your handle is basically removed here. You can just click, hold and drag. Hold the Alt key, click on center point. So your handle is removed. Continue making the burst curve. Then you make the armhole here. Now you continue making a shoulder line like this. This is clear to everyone how I made the draping. Okay, once again, for example, now I want to make the bottom part. So I will just continue here. We can name the layer. So this is top layer. So you can just name this layer as a top. Now, for example, I want to start with the bottom. So I will just click again, hold and drag. So you get the waist shaping. Now you hold the Alt key, click on center point. So your handle is removed. You can just continue making the hip curve here. When you're draping, just keep the fill off. जब drape करोगे fill को आपको off रखना है. So hold the Alt key, click on center point. So your handle is basically removed. Now you continue with the shaping here. Now you just click again. Done. So now you can just click, hold and drag. Curve is done. Now you can hold the Alt key, click on center point, handle is removed. We can just give a curve again. Same way, hold the Alt key, click on center point, handle is removed. We can just continue here. We can just click here, click, hold and drag. So once you're done, just click on the fill box to fill the colors. This is how we are done with the draping here. Everyone is clear? Okay, just for the example, I am making same way in the back as well. Normally we don't make back part. We can do duplicates and all options. Just for the experimentation, I'm making back again. Click, hold and drag. Go to fill color, move the color from here. Hold the Alt key. Click on center point, handle is removed. We can just click, hold and drag. Now you hold the Alt key, click on center point, handle is removed, you can continue. आप दोबारा से curve बनाओगे, यहाँ से you can just give a draping here. You can just click, hold and drag. Same way, you will just click, hold and drag. Then you continue with the shaping and you fill the color here. Okay, same way I will just do the bottom here, giving the hip curve here. Continue with the shaping. Remember one thing, fill color should be off while you're draping the look. So you drape the overall look here. Click, hold and drag. And then you can fill the color. This is how you can actually drape the garments using the pen tool. This is how you can do a basic illustrations using a pen tool. The skin color is not coming, so I will just manually fill with the brush tool. This is not a right way, just for the quick way solution, I will just fill the color. Oh, I think this is not a basic brush. Now we can use. This is clear to everyone how I have done this draping. Everyone learned this topic here, how to use the basic pen tool to do your basic illustrations. Abhishek, Ashima, Gauri, Kartika, Megha, and Namita. Everyone is clear with this topic here? Understood how we can use the basic pen tool to do our illustrations? Any doubts here? Want me to repeat anything for you? Can you tell me how is your learning experience? Did you learn something from today's session? Did you got an idea ki how the online classes work? So this is how generally we do our online classes. So like our 6-week course or any like illustration courses generally does like this only. Okay, we generally share the screen, then we teach the topic in between. If you have any doubts, so you can ask up. In general classes, you can unmute also and you can ask your doubts directly through us. Okay, those who want to like register for the workshop and want to understand what is the workshop, what all things that we teach, I'm just showing you the basic ideation on website. Okay, what is my course and what we generally teach you. So we have currently one workshop which is related to the laptop. So the laptop based workshop is this digital fashion illustration 6-week workshop. And we have a couple of more courses you can check out also on website. But the main course we generally run is this one, 6-week course. Okay. In the 6-week course, we teach you digital fashion illustration and flat sketches. So what I taught you today and what I have shown you, that is a fashion illustration. So in this course, we will give you the two softwares, Photoshop and Illustrator. So generally 3.5 weeks we give to Photoshop, 2.5 weeks we give to Illustrator. So combining, we will be doing a 6-week course. And my course, which I have planned, it is totally dependent upon like industry modules. So we have researched in the industry what people want from a student to work in their organization and the freelancers. So this course is designed in that manner. Okay, all the freelancers can do, all the designers can do, all if you want to do jobs, college work, what all things you want to do as a designer, as a digital illustrator. So everything is included here. Okay. So in this, basically, we have 6 weeks. First week is basics like basic of illustration, croquis topic, shading, highlights, draping different garments, line up a fashion range, a lookbook, basically. This you do in first week. Second week is like more advanced in terms of like the advanced level of illustration, folds, fabric, textures. Like we have silk fabric, velvet, dual tone, net fabric, denim, and a lot of other textures. Then we learn how to make our own brushes, motif brush, fur brush, sequence brush, shimmer brush, embroidery, laces, stitch lines, scallops, laces, 3D effects, sparkle looks, and a lot of couple of more effects you will be learning in this. Then you understand Indian wear illustration, Western wear. Then we have street style, part tool, embroidery detailings, advanced level of effects. Then you have a street style work. Then you have jewelry illustrations, 3D embroidery, face features, and a couple of like more illustration topic we have in between. Then we have making video, and then you have bridal wear. Like whatever I've shown you, that was a bridal wear illustration I did in a class only. And apart from that, we have Photoshop done. Then we have Adobe Illustrator. In Adobe Illustrator, we generally focus on croquis making. Then you have basics of Illustrator. Then you have draping of garments. Then you have flat sketches like t-shirt, shirt, blazer, a lot of other flat sketches we will be learning in this. Then you have brush making, how to make our own brushes, symbols, buttons, textures, flat sketches. Then you have pattern making, how to make on prints and pattern, how to design your own textures, how to do shading. So all those things we have in this software. So this is how the software is divided, two softwares. And currently the new batch is starting from 27th Feb, which is tomorrow, like same timing, 12 to 1. जैसे हमारा आज का class हो ना, वैसे ही same timing we have for the tomorrow's session. Apart from that, you can check all the details on the website once, whenever you want to register. And yeah, that's how the course is. And the course fee is 6,800. You can register yourself directly through website, or if you have any doubts, want to ask anything from me, so you can just personally contact me through my Instagram, or you can just message me over the WhatsApp as well. Okay. So this is all about like workshop, what we basically teach you in our class.